This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So I'm going to take a look in and see what crude oil is doing, what natural gas is doing, and then we're going to look at one of my favorite trades, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see, look at this big ass red candle. Okay, now let's just look and see how we got there. Okay, so what we had here is we had a series of lower highs and lower lows. That's never good. That's the same thing we had here. And then she rallied up very, very nicely. However, over here, it ran up and they had to look at this big ass green candle. And where did it go? Right into that 200 SMA here. This is why you want to trade the charts. Now, yesterday, it popped up a little bit, but then it closed right below that and came right on down and you closed below this key level here, which was that 8 simple moving average. That's never good. Now, today's trade, very, very easy trade today, okay? We had a little pop-up above the 8-day, and then we were holding above this 76.24. So if you watched my morning video, I showed you exactly where we were going to be trading against. Okay, so we lost that 76.24. That tells me I got to get short, and I am still short on with the SCO. Okay, so this tells me to get short all the way down. So then what we do, we just follow all these candles down, and then this key level here at 74.59. Well, obviously we broke that, and now look where we are here. Okay, so I am still short on the trade. I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out here today. Might be a possible scalp long for a little short covering at the end of the day. We will see. Now, today's low here we had was 73.18. So all we have to do is just look over here to the left of the chart. What do we have here? We got 72.82. So far, we're holding that level. That's your support level. Now, if that's lost, your next level here is going to be all the way down here. You're looking at 72.48 is going to be your big retest, okay? So when we look here on your weekly chart here, what do we have here? There's that 72.48 level that we are looking at here on the weekly chart. Now, again, if that is lost, then we can just come and follow all this right on down here. See this? You got 71.41 here. We can come down here to 69.28. Then we come all the way down here to your 67.71 very, very easily. And then you have your retest down here at 64.36, and then your big retest at 63.64. Okay, the key is going to be holding that 72.48. So I'm staying short right now. Now, even if I do scalp along, I still might just leave my short right on. Okay, that's the beauty of the ETFs. You can do a long and a short at the same time, and it's nice, but I just don't see anything here. Now, those jobs numbers came out this morning, and you had your unemployment increased, and now everybody's looking for a possible recession going on here, which will take oil much, much lower, okay? Anytime you get a recession, crude oil goes down, okay? So just remember all that, okay? So now let's just take a look at the upside. Well, now what we have to do is we have to get back above this 74.59. This is your big key level right here, okay? That's what you're looking for. So first of all, we want to do is we want to watch this level here, your 74.06 level, and then we can come up here, okay? You have your high at 74.33. Then you have your 74.59, which is your key level. Then what we do is we can start just rocketing up here. We looked at yesterday's low here. Then we can just follow this all the way up here until we get to this 8 simple moving average. But the key is getting above and holding above that 74.59. Right now, we wiped everything out here with this big ass candle. Everything that you gained here was wiped right on out here. Okay, so that tells me here short is still the trade. Okay, so let's just see how it all shakes out here today. If it holds down here, or we're going to retest this level, coming all the way down to that 72.48 level here. If that's lost here, then we have your big targets all the way down in the 60s here. Okay, so always just remember that here. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want. Okay, let's take a look here at old natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see here where this is just falling off the map. So the key was watching the low here. You're looking at 1.96. So if you watched my video this morning, you'll notice that I said just watch this key level here. That's what we are watching. Okay, so now we have a low here of 1.94. So always just look to the left of the chart here. Okay, so right here we're looking at, that's 1.95. Your next level is 1.92, and then right here is your gap. Okay, 1.90, and that's where I think she's going to be going, is right to that gap. That's why gaps and fills, you always hear me say they're like a magnet to a refrigerator, and here we are. Okay, here we are. Okay, so 1.90. Now again, if that's lost, then we're going to come over here to the top of this candle. You got roughly 1.85. We have 1.80 here. You got 1.78. What do we have here is you got 1.72, but realistically right here, 1.675, that is your gap fill. Okay, so that's what you're going to be looking for if it really just gets hammered on all the way on down. Now, on the positive end of this here, this positive divergence on the RSI here is still intact. Okay, so you can see where you have this low, you have a low, and then you keep on going with the lower lows, but look at your RSI here. See, it's going just the reverse of what it is. Okay, so it's going to be just a matter of time before we're going to find ourselves a nice bottom. This here is going to be MACD is here is oversold condition. Your green is still hanging right around where your red is. They're pinched together here, but it's just going to be a matter of time. So just be patient. That is the key. Okay, patient, patient, patient. So I scalped the KOLD. It was a real nice trade today. It got as low as 75.33. But for me, once you break the previous day's low, then that tells me you got to get short. It's just that simple. That's just like the basics of trading. So KOLD got as low as 75.33. I didn't get that. And he got as high as 81.56. Okay. So you basically had about a 6-point spread. I got 3 points so far out of KOLD. Okay. So I didn't get the 5. I mean, I don't really care. All I care about is getting that meat in the middle of that. I got 3 points so far here out of the KOLD, and that works out very, very nice. So let's just see where this goes. So now when we get this series of lower lows here, then we got to wait until we find a bottom. We get some kind of reversal candle. We get something going here. But right now I'm looking for this 1.90 on the retest here of the gap. Okay. So when we look here, if that gap is lost here, you know, you got that 1.67. But again, when you come all the way down here, you can come all the way down to this 1.52 level here very, very easily. Let's see how she shakes out today. Upside, well, you know, you got to start getting back above here. 1.96, 1.99, 1. That is going to be like a 2.01. And then here's your 8 SMA. That's very, very critical here at the 2.04. Okay, above that, well, we know where we're going to go. You got the 21 day, you got the 50, the 100 day here, the 200 day, the 50 day. That's all sounds good here, but unless we can get back and close above this 8 day, all this here don't mean dick. Okay, just that simple. Right now, we just right here on a downtrend, nothing has changed here. The trade is scalp short as of now. Okay, let's take a look here at one of my favorites, NVDA. Okay, NVIDIA, this is my favorite trader. I scalped it 3 times. I already got, I got 12 points so far out of NVIDIA, okay? That's what a great scalping stock this is. 12 freaking points already out of this here, out of this move, okay? So let's look at the charts here and see what we want to look at. Okay, let's look at some key levels here. Right there, okay, you got 104.49, very, very key, okay? We have 104.56, okay? 104.49. 104.56. That is going to be your 2 key levels here on a closing basis. Then we can look at this 102.54. That is your price channel. Okay, see how that is? Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now, so far today, we got as low as 101.37. I said always here, look to the left of the chart. Okay, so we had this gap. Okay, we went down here at 106.94, and then we had your fill at 106.48. Gap, fill, that's fill. Okay, next level right here. Okay, 101.52, today's low. Okay, 101.37. So you went right down to that a gap. Now look how nice it's holding, and we're rallying up off the side. Now again, if that is lost, right here at the top of this candle, okay, 96.02, that's the fill. Okay, so if today's low right there at 101.37 is lost, your next level is going to be 96.02. That's where your gap fill is. Okay, very, very easy. Now, I pointed all this out here when this was way up here. Okay, gap, fill, gap, fill, gap, fill. And look where we are today. Okay, so we're right down to that support level at that fill level. At the gap, I mean, not the fill level yet. So again, if it loses that, then we're going to look at that 96.02. Now, what we really need to do is got to close above this key level, this 104.48, and we want to close above here, this 104.55 here. Now, that's going to be very, very key, okay, on a closing basis, and also that 102.54. This needs to hold, okay? If not, you are going to get right down to that 96.02 very, very easily. Now, upside, you can see where that 8-day crossed over to 21-day. That's a sell signal. You can see here the green cross below here. That's a sell signal, okay? So that's what you want to watch. This is why you trade the charts. So if this rallies up here, okay, this is what you're going to be watching. It's going to be right here. Key level is right there. 110.96. That is your 8 simple moving average. That is going to be big time resistance, okay? So that is going to be big time. Above that, then we can just rock it up here, okay? So what do you got? Okay, you got 111.99 going on right there, okay? Then we can come up here. You got 116.28. Then we have here, you got 118.34, and then we have the top of this candle here. You're looking at 120.16, which lines up very nice here with your 120.12 and your 50 estimate at 120.38. So yesterday when this rallied up here, where did it go? Right into the 50-day. See? That's just why you trade the charts. You know where it's going to go. If you can get above that, well, then we can go to your gap, your fill, all the way on up here and move on up here. But it didn't do that. It went right into it and stopped. Okay? Look at this. How beautiful is this? This is just an awesome trader here. Okay? So for today, okay, and tomorrow and for the next day, here's what you want to watch. Is watch that 100-day. Watch this here, this 21 SMA here, and then watch that price channel, 102.54. Then watch, obviously, today's low. That's at 101.37. If that's lost, here's your target right here, 96.02. Just that simple. Upside, right there, is watch this 110.96. Very, very key level. If you can get above that, we can follow all the candles, but 120.12, this 21-day, is your target. Just that simple. Above that, you go right there, 120.38 above that, then we can fight it all the way on up. But again, that 8-day is everything on the upside, okay? And this price channel is everything on the downside, okay? Very, very simple, okay? So this is a great trader. Now, Tesla used to be one of my favorites because you had big volume. It's still, I scalp Tesla every day, okay? So Tesla is still, again, so don't get me wrong. Basically, the Tesla short has been working the last couple of days here. So that's why I've been just doing just the Tesla short here, because when the market comes off, that's going to come off. Now, one thing you notice about the NVDA is if the market does any kind of rallying up higher, okay, NVIDIA is one of the first stocks to rip right back up again, okay? So just remember that if there's any turnaround, this will rip back up here. So over the weekend, what I'm going to do is we're going to do some regular indexes, okay? We'll do the Dow, we'll do the S&P, and we'll do the NASDAQ, okay? I'll have the charts up for you that, and we'll see where the downside is and the upside is on the actual indexes, okay? So we'll take a good, hard look at that. But just remember, NVIDIA, anytime that this is going to, the market starts to rip up, this will move right back up here very, very quickly. Now, remember, their earnings are coming out here on the 28th of August, which is just a little ways down the road. I think they're going to be blowout numbers. Now, Apple had good numbers there. Amazon did. I thought they had a really good Prime Day, but they didn't have the good numbers like what you need. Meta had okay numbers. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But realistically, you just have a sell-off basically because everything is going to be about this recession. Now, remember, August is a very, very volatile month, not just for stocks and commodities, but all around. Plus, we have the U.S. election going on. You got talk going back and forth here. So you are going to be volatile. Now, for a guy like me, this is like my trader's dream right here, because the volatility is I just suck it up like a Hoover Deluxe, okay? That's what I like, is the back and forth, the movement, action. That's how you can make the trades, okay? So that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after the old pit close, and we'll look at crude oil and natural gas. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.